some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. There are rough times are going to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass. Don't say I'm having a bad day. Say I'm having a character building day. It's a long shot. Being here with you today in this dome, it's a long shot. No college training, labeled educable, mentally retarded, but I kept running toward my dream. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop running toward your dream. You can live your dream.
The first level to success in life, listen to me, the very first level is you seeing it. Like it's clear to you. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly when you want it. You know exactly what it tastes like. You know what it looks like. You know what it smells like. Like before you really blow up, and you get success, you literally have it in the palm of your hand without having it. What does your dream look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? And the problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. I don't owe you a dime. It's your dream. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. I ain't put my dream on nobody else, and I don't care what nobody think about my doggone dream.
Everybody can stand up and do good when everything is all good. But everybody can't face opposition, adversity, to say, I've been waiting on you to come, I'm gonna embrace you, and I'm gonna figure out a way to use you because you will never turn me into a different person that people don't recognize before the adversity. So when we hit things that brings us a certain level of discomfort and that hurts us, we have to figure out, how can I use it? You see, my football career ended, but my reason for why I lived my life, it never did. I just had a paralyzed right arm and hand. My mentality wasn't paralyzed. My spirit, my drive, my commitment, the opposition that life sent to break me, I wear it as a badge of honor. I just had an extra boost of energy for why I live my life. It's all about perspective. It's never about what we go through. It's how we view what we go through. And every single day, I'm blessed to be above ground. I'm gonna make my time count, and I'm gonna give something valuable back to life.
Many are called, but few are chosen. Everybody's not willing to face rejection. Everybody won't take the controversy. Everybody won't take the heat. Everybody won't hold themselves to a higher standard. You are different. You're cut from a different cloth. We come from a different place. We see prosperity. We see possibility. In life, you will always be faced with a series of opportunities brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy.
Keep doing things the way you've always done them. You'll keep getting what you've always got. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over, looking for different results.
To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying.
I don't care where you come from, you find a way to get there. You use everything you have. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. You gotta have heart. You can't do it coming up with excuses. You play like you got heart. Play big.
We believe that you're capable, that you're able, but we need leaders now, no more followers.
You can have whatever you want, you can be what you want, you can do what you want, but you can't do it making excuses.
I'm saying this to you. As you're going through your go-through and you ready to quit, you ready to give up, you ready to give in because it don't look like you think it should look. When you in your dark place and they about to take over the whole place, you got to start thinking in ways you never thought before. I'm telling you right now because I care about you. I'm telling you right now because I've been there. I've done that. You've been in it for 3 years and you about to quit. Hoes. You've been doing it for 5 years and it don't look like you think. You put all your money in it. You put all your time in it. People looking at you crazy. 5 years you've invested. Hoes. You put too much in it to quit now. Hoes. It doesn't look like you think. You didn't get the grades you thought you were going to get. So maybe I'm not meant to be a lawyer. Hoes. And then at the right time, now.
You like I'm dying right now, E. I can't hardly breathe, E. I'm going through it. I'm trying to tell you that while you're going through your go-through, I'm here to let you know that some beauty can come from that. I'm saying that even in your darkest moments, that beauty can come from death. That more life can come from death. You're not a victim. Stop talking victim talk. Stop talking about I can't, I quit, I don't think I can make it happen. It's impossible. Stop talking like that and start believing. The darkest hour is just before dawn. So you better not give up. You better not quit. You might be 3 inches from your goal. You might be 3 yards from your goal. You might be 30 yards from your goal. And if you quit now, you give up now, you may never reach your reality. You're at the darkest place in your life right now. Hold on. Don't give up. Don't quit.
Listen to me very closely. You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope and you got to do me a favor. Like, you can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. He said, I know you knocked out 30 other people before me, but I won't be the 31st. You got to tell life, I don't know who you've been dealing with, but you ain't dealt with me. You got to tell bankruptcy. You got to tell divorce. You got to tell sickness. I don't know who you've been dealing with. But you come up against the wrong one this time. Some of y'all, for real, you still on feelings. When you feel like doing it, you do it. When you don't feel like doing it, you don't. And so for you, it's a feeling, right? It's a feeling. For the greats, it's a mentality. It's a way of life. You gotta live this. You gotta eat this. You got every single thing you do. It's got to possess everything you do. It's got to own you. When mentally you want it, in your spirit, in your soul, when you want it, it will happen. You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. I want to see how far I can go. I want to see what I can accomplish. I want to see what I can do, what I can be, what I can have. I want to see. I don't want to see what I think I can do. I don't want to see what I think is possible. I want to see what my life would look like if I didn't count the cost. And if I was willing to go further than anybody else was willing to do. If I had the mentality that you gotta want it. You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe. And I woke up and here I am. This ain't no gimmick. You can have it. You can be it. You can do it.
Take full responsibility for what happens to you. See, I used to blame everything outside. I blame the weather. I blame the traffic. I blame my car. I blame the training program. I blame my negative relatives. They were always putting me down. And then let me give you a little philosophy to help turn my life around. It's not what happens that determines the quality or the quantity of your life. It's not what happens. What happens to about everybody. The sun went down on all of us last night. And I found out that the same things can happen to two different people. One gets rich and one stays poor. It's because it's not what happens, but rather what people do. That's what's different. It's not what happens, it's what you do that changes everything.
When you say whatever price I must pay, I will do that. When the pressure within you is greater than the pressure outside of you. When you are willing to get yourself out of the way, where you stop worrying, where you begin to trust, you get still and begin to know that you are entitled to this. You're supposed to have this. This is your calling. This is the reason that you are here. This is your time. When you refuse to turn around because of obstacles, when you no longer focus on the obstacles, when you no longer care what people think or what they might say, when you no longer find the need to seek their approval, it's done. It's done. It's done, ladies and gentlemen. It's done. It's done in you before it happens out here. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. What is it that will ignite the courage in you to get up and come back again and again and again? That deep down feeling that goes to your gut, that no matter how many times you get knocked down, that you're coming back. It's a long shot. I had people laughing at me. Les, you're talking about being a motivational speaker and you are going to become independently wealthy. Right. They laugh. They're going to laugh at you. People are going to laugh at you. But let me tell you, I believe the best revenge is massive success. The people that make it in this world look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. You are the determining factor. It's possible you can live your dream.
Winter time. There's all kinds of winters. The winter when you can't figure it out, the winter when it all goes wrong. The down time, the discouraging time, when your heart is smashed in 1,000 pieces. The nights are unusually long. Now the question is, what do you do about the winters? Here's what you can do. Get stronger. If you're willing to do the push-ups, you can get stronger. If you're willing to put yourself through the paces, you can get stronger. Start practicing. Can you get stronger in handling life situations? Of course. But you got to go to work on yourself. You can't blame out there wishing it was easier. Wish you were stronger. Don't wish away the winters. That's called naive. Get stronger.
You must have faith to call forth those things that be not as though they were. Judge not according to appearances. What you're going through, if you're going through some hard times, it has not come to stay, it has come to pass. It's all right. No matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. You must have patience and engage in consistent action. It takes guts. You got to dig down deep to gut it out. Keep on going again and again and again until you make it happen, because you know that it's possible. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's hard. No, easy is not an option. However, ladies and gentlemen, what you will discover is that it's worth it.
It does not take talent. You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be gifted. You don't have to be the quickest, the strongest. You don't have to be the most intelligent to get to where I am. That's what you gotta do. You just gotta grind though. Your grind, you gotta outgrind. But you have to decide in your position, you have to make a decision that nobody in this league in your position will outwork you. You have to take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity. You have an opportunity right now that you'll never have. You better not lose this. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Your grandma counting on you. Your mama counting on you. Your cousins, your brothers and sisters are counting on you to cash in on this opportunity. Everybody want to be a beast until it's time to do what beasts do.
think you have hope?
The power of hope. The power of one person. A Washington, a Lincoln, King, Mandela. One person can change the world, but it will be discouraging. You will likely fail often. It will be painful. At times, it will test you to your very core. It will not be easy.
I will try 100 times to get up, and if I fail 100 times, if I fail and I give up, do you think that I'm ever gonna get up? No. But if I fail, I try again and again and again. For as long as I try, there's always that chance of getting up.
Know that life is not fair and that you will fail often. But if you take some risks, step up when the times are the toughest, face down the bullies, lift up the downtrodden, and never ever give up, if you do these things, you will indeed have changed the world for the better.
Most people don't have vision, ladies and gentlemen. See, you've got to have that kind of faith and that kind of vision to know it's there. As you're working diligently every day, things aren't working out right. It's okay. You just keep right on coming back. Keep right on. People looking at you and saying, hey, why don't you stop? Why don't you try something else? You got to stick to your stuff because people will convince you to give up on what you want to do. You'll convince yourself because it doesn't happen right now. Take a stand. Anybody. It takes courage to live, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to hang on in there and know that as you have patience, as you continue to plan your work and work your plan, plan your work and work your plan, and don't even look up. And let me tell you what happens. You'll have a major breakthrough, and things begin to happen for you. And that's how you've got to look at your dream, that you're going to get to it. A friend of mine who runs a 26-mile marathon, he says that 18th mile is the wall. He says when you get there and you're running, everything in you is telling you to stop, to give up. Every muscle is aching, and you're saying to yourself, I can't do it. I can't do it. And you just keep on, and you keep on, and you keep on. And then eventually when you break through that 18-mile wall, then you know it's like done and you're on automatic and you glide on in and you know you're going to get to the finish line. And we've all had experiences where we were working on something. People were opposing you, but you kept on doing it. It was hard, it was rough, it was difficult, but to you it was worth it. And eventually you got to a level you know, can nothing stop me now. I'm on the move. I'm on the move.
Nothing can resist a human will that will stake its existence on its purpose. Shortly put, I'll do it or die. Promise yourself you'll go for it until you understand it. You'll practice it until you develop the skill. Never give up until, however long that is. Step by step, piece by piece, go for it. Don't miss the chance to grow. And resolve that you'll pay the price until you learn, change, grow, become.
To know what you want, to understand why you're doing it, to dedicate every breath in your body to achieve. If you feel you have something to give, if you feel that your particular talent is worth developing, is worth caring for, then there's nothing you can't achieve.
Compelling reasons. While you're here, when you decide to live like a conqueror, what is it that can keep you on the straight and narrow? What are the reasons? Write down 5 compelling reasons of why you're going to keep your commitment to change your life. Keep your commitment never to go back to the life that you once lived. Keep your commitment to creating wealth for yourself, to taking care of your children, to be more responsible, to keep your commitment to be a conqueror and to act like it and to have authority and dominion of everything in your life. If life knocked you down, try and land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Your reasons will help you to get back up again. They'll be your rod and staff to comfort you. Take responsibility for your life.
going through, don't quit. No matter what you're going through, don't quit. The secret is in not giving up. All the greats, they didn't quit. What they had was resiliency. They had the ability to bounce back. No matter how impossible your situation may seem, stay on course. Stay on course. I guarantee you cannot pass it if you quit. I guarantee you're going to fail, but you don't know what's going to happen if you keep going.
There's no guarantee that because somebody is now down on their luck, they can never come back. Who can guarantee that you can't make it? That you can't have your dream? No one can do that. No one can predict that. You don't know what the possibilities are for your life. All we need to do is we look at our dreams as we get ready to hit the floor. I'm blessed and highly favored.
Taking this ghastly risk is the condition of there being life. You see, for all, the life is an act of faith and an act of gamble, because you don't really know that the floor is not going to give under your feet. The moment you take a step, what an act of faith. The moment you take a journey, what an act of faith.
The willingness to fail, the willingness to try, to experiment, the willingness to take some chances. What's the first thing they say when you get on an airplane before they take off? Fasten your seatbelt. Why? Because you will experience some turbulence before you reach a comfortable altitude.
As we begin to look at what we want, as we begin to look toward the future, what's going to be crucial for you is every time you find yourself saying that you can't do something, you've got to affirm to yourself, hey, no, I can make it. This can happen for me. You've got powers within you, talents within you that you haven't even reached for yet. Now, whatever goal you have, here's what we know. You're going to have some opposition. You're going to have some difficulties. You're going to have some challenges. Long journey, long dark night. But when you hold on to your dream, don't let anybody kill it in you. Just hold on to that dream. When it doesn't make sense to anybody, including you sometimes, just hold on. Once you give yourself an opportunity to try and to stretch, you'll find out you can do more than you can ever begin to imagine.
Taking this ghastly risk is the condition of there being life. You see, for all, the life is an act of faith and an act of gamble, because you don't really know that the floor is not going to give under your feet. The moment you take a step, what an act of faith. The moment you take a journey, what an act of faith.
The willingness to fail, the willingness to try, to experiment, the willingness to take some chances. What's the first thing they say when you get on an airplane before they take off? Fasten your seatbelt. Why? Because you will experience some turbulence before you reach a comfortable altitude.
The first level to success in life, the very first level is you seeing it like it's clear to you. You know exactly what you want. You know exactly when you want it. You know exactly what it tastes like. You know what it look like. Before you really blow up, and you get success, you literally have it in the palm of your hand without having it. What does your dream look like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? The problem with some of y'all is you want somebody else to support your dream. It's yours. I don't owe you a dime. It's your dream. If you wanted to have it, get your butt up and make it happen. If you wanted to have it, rise and grind. I ain't put my dream on nobody else, and I don't care what nobody think about my doggone dream. This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today.
I don't care how good you are, I don't care how talented you are. There are some times when things aren't going to go right that you did not anticipate. There are times when anything that can happen will happen. And you can either let it destroy your life or you can build upon it. You can permit it to let it hold you down, or you can decide, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm bigger than this. You'll get knocked down, but you won't be knocked out. Make a declaration to yourself. Declare all-out war that you're going to get out of this rut. I suggest to you that if you are facing a challenge, don't stop. Continue to move. Stay busy, stay busy, stay busy. Work your plan. It's not easy, but through practice and practice and practice, practice makes improvement. Because what you give is what you get. You've got to be willing to go against the tide. You've got to be willing to harness your will and say, in spite of this, I'm in control here. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm not going to let this destroy me. I'm coming back, and I'll be stronger and better because of it. You have got to make a declaration that this is what you stand for. You're standing up for your dreams. You're standing up for peace of mind. You're standing up for health. You want it, and you're going to go all out to have it. It's not going to be easy. When you want to change, it's not easy. If it were in fact easy, everybody would do it. But if you're serious, you'll go all out. I'm going to turn this situation around. I'm not going to sit back and moan and cry over what happened and what went wrong and who did what. I'm going to do something about this situation.
Why? Why work that hard? Why put yourself through the push-ups and the disciplines? Why? Good question, why? Best answer to why, I think? Why not? Why not see what you can make of yourself? Why not see how far you can go? Why not? And my third question is, why not you? There isn't anything you can't accomplish. Why not you? You've got the brains, you've got the stamina, you've got the vitality. If anybody can do it, you can do it. If one of us can do it, hey, we all can do it. And now here's my last question. Why not now? This is a good time to set your goals, work on yourself, work on your skills. What a good time to get it together. What a good time to start this process. Personal development, growing, changing, developing. Why not now?
You see, muscle is created by repeatedly lifting things that have been designed to weigh us down. When your day is a museum of disappointments hanging from events that were outside of your control. When your shoulders feel heavy, stand up straight, lift your chin, hell, call it exercise. Remember that you will survive. Remember, things could be worse. Remember, we are never, ever given anything that we can't handle. When the world crumbles around you, you have to look at the wreckage and then build a new one out of all the pieces that are still here. Remember, you are still here. The human heart beats approximately 4,000 times per hour, and each pulse, each throb, each palpitation is a trophy engraved with the words, you are still alive. You are still alive. Act like it.
You know what it takes? I'll tell you what it takes. It's going to take process before you get.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
What's going to separate you is when it's beast time, when it's war time, you got to get up and make it happen. I just need you to keep walking toward it. I don't need you thinking about it no more. You're doing too much thinking. You analyze it too much. You're talking yourself out of it. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. I tried and it didn't work. I just need you to keep moving. I need you to make up in your mind that the only way you can lose is if you quit. I will not give up. I will not give up. I will not give up. I will not be bought or sold. I work too hard. You can't just say you want it. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, when the sun comes up, you got all the books, you got all the tapes, you got all the access. Now it's time to hunt. And what separates you from everybody else is that when it's time to hunt, you're ready to hunt.
You cannot let a fear of failure or a fear of comparison or a fear of judgment stop you from doing what's going to make you great. You cannot succeed without this risk of failure. You cannot have a voice without the risk of criticism. You must go out and you must take these risks. None of it comes easy. Be willing to fail. Fail. Pick yourself up and fail again. Because without this struggle, what is your success anyway? Look, as best we know it, we have one life. In it, you have to trust your own voice, your own ideas, and through this you will find your way. Just don't let fear stop you. Live like this as best you can, and I guarantee